The world of electric mobility continues to shift, and Toyota is back with something that feels like it belongs in the future, yet carries the familiarity of a brand that's been in the game for decades. The bZ3X steps into the frame not just as another EV, but as a statement, one that reflects Toyota's clear intent to dominate the mainstream electric SUV segment with precision and innovation. It's not screaming for attention, yet you can't ignore it. From the first glance, it's evident that the bZ3X has been sculpted with an aerodynamic philosophy that leans into both aesthetics and function. Clean surfaces flow from front to back, while the roofline subtly slopes without compromising rear headroom, creating a silhouette that balances form and utility with near perfection. At the front, the closed grille immediately signals its EV nature. Flanked by sleek, narrow LED headlamps that seem to stretch around the corners, there's a kind of quiet aggression to its gaze. The daytime running lights carve out distinctive lines, instantly recognizable in rearview mirrors or from a city block away. Below, the front bumper integrates air curtains that channel wind efficiently along the sides, not just to reduce drag but to cool key components. The result is a low drag coefficient that doesn't just impress on paper, it makes a real difference in how this crossover slices through the air. Every line feels deliberate, every curve, part of a bigger story. Even the door handles blend flush into the bodywork, echoing the modernity of its mission. From the side, the proportions are spot on for a compact to mid-size electric crossover. Wheels push out to the corners, giving the bZ3X a planted stance. Available 19-inch aero wheels carry a bold geometric design, while the pronounced wheel arches hint at subtle ruggedness. But despite the SUV stance, this is no boxy brute, it's an EV that leans into the fluidity of electric design language. The floating roof effect, courtesy of blacked-out pillars, reinforces the visual lightness. And around back, the rear LED light bar stretches wide, amplifying the width of the vehicle. It's a look that feels futuristic but not too far ahead to be alien. It's still unmistakably Toyota, just evolved. Stepping inside the cabin, there's a clear shift in philosophy. It's minimalist, yes, but not in a cold or clinical way. There's warmth in the materials, harmony in the layout. The dashboard is clean, the lines horizontal, drawing your eyes across the cabin, enhancing the sense of width. In place of a traditional gauge cluster sits a digital display that floats above the dash, positioned to keep your eyes near the road, delivering relevant information at a glance. It's functional and futuristic in equal measure. And at the center, a massive 12.3-inch touchscreen anchors the infotainment system, responsive and intuitive, with support for wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Voice commands are natural, learning your patterns and preferences over time. The bZ3X is powered by Toyota's new generation operating system, bringing smarter navigation, over-the-air updates, and seamless smartphone integration. Climate controls are touch-sensitive, but there's just enough tactile feedback to avoid the frustration common in many modern setups. Below the screen, a bridge-style center console floats between the seats, with ambient lighting tucked underneath. It gives the illusion of space while still offering plenty of storage. Beneath that floating console, extra room for bags, devices, and even a wireless charging pad sits hidden, yet accessible. The seating, wrapped in soft touch materials with available vegan leather, is supportive and surprisingly plush. Front seats are heated and ventilated in higher trims, and memory functions ensure everything returns to your preference. The rear seats offer generous legroom, thanks in part to the flat floor afforded by the ETNGA platform. 3 adults can sit comfortably, with clever touches like reclining seatbacks and rear USB-C ports making long journeys more bearable. There's also a panoramic glass roof available, flooding the cabin with natural light, giving an airy, open feel that's often missing in compact SUVs. Technology flows beyond the screens. The bZ3X offers a full suite of Toyota Safety Sense features, with enhancements that edge closer to semi-autonomous driving. Adaptive cruise control is smoother and smarter, lane tracing works seamlessly even in light curves, and the pre-collision system now detects more types of obstacles, including cyclists and pedestrians at intersections. Blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and a 360-degree camera system all contribute to a confident drive in urban environments. But perhaps most impressive is the advanced parking assist, which can memorize common parking maneuvers and repeat them automatically at the press of a button. Underneath, the bZ3X rides on Toyota's ETNGA platform, developed in partnership with Subaru. That collaboration shines through in the drive feel. It's quiet, composed, and far more dynamic than many might expect from a Toyota crossover. A single-motor front-wheel drive variant offers around 201 horsepower, while an optional dual-motor all-wheel drive version pushes that closer to 215 horsepower with added traction. Acceleration isn't neck-snapping, but it's brisk, especially in sport mode, where throttle response sharpens. What it lacks in raw speed, it makes up for in balance. The battery sits low in the chassis, keeping the center of gravity down, and the result is less body roll and more sure-footed cornering. Ride comfort remains a key focus. Even with the larger wheels, the suspension absorbs road imperfections with a level of refinement that hints at Toyota's experience with luxury platforms. Sound insulation is excellent, with road and wind noise well suppressed, even at highway speeds. And while it's not trying to be a hot hatch, the bZ3X delivers enough engagement for the daily driver who enjoys the act of driving. Battery options vary by market, but a typical model offers around 64 kWh, good for an estimated range of 280 to 300 miles on the WLTP cycle. That likely translates to about 240 to 260 miles in the real world. DC fast charging capability up to 150 kilowatts allows the battery to go from 10% to 80% in about 30 minutes, provided the charger delivers the juice. It's compatible with the latest CCS2 standards and supports scheduled charging via the mobile app. Speaking of which, the Toyota app offers real-time charge status, remote climate control, and vehicle location tracking. More importantly, it now integrates with smart home devices, letting drivers precondition their bZ3X before they even get out of bed. The app experience is smoother and more refined than previous Toyota iterations, indicating a major leap forward in the connected car ecosystem. Storage and utility haven't been forgotten. Behind the second row, the cargo space is generous, accommodating weekend luggage, strollers, or shopping runs with ease. The rear seats split 60/40ths and fold nearly flat, opening up even more room. There's even a hidden underfloor storage compartment for valuables or smaller items. While it doesn't have a front trunk due to the platform layout, the space inside is smartly utilized. Roof rails add flexibility for carriers or racks, and with a tow rating of up to 750 kilograms on certain trims, it can even manage small trailers or bike carriers with ease. Pricing is expected to sit competitively between the bZ4X and other compact EV rivals, with base models starting in the $38,000 range and climbing into the mid-$40Ks for higher spec trims with AWD and tech packages. Incentives and tax credits will vary, but Toyota is positioning the bZ3X as an accessible step into electric mobility, aiming directly at urban families and tech-savvy commuters who want a blend of practicality, reliability, and forward-looking design. What makes the bZ3X even more compelling is the way it quietly bridges generations. It's familiar enough for loyal Toyota owners who want their first EV without a radical departure. Yet it's modern enough to attract younger drivers who care about style, tech, and sustainability. It doesn't shout, it doesn't push, it simply arrives with confidence, well built, well thought out, and ready for the road ahead. And in a market cluttered with loud designs and overpromises, that calm confidence might just be the bZ3X's greatest strength.